I don't have the graphics yet, but I gotta do this one. Dear Buffalo Bills, you have risked, mortgaged, blown up, yeeted away, put up a new stadium, and just thrown your entire future away for DJ Moore.
We're already starting with the jokes. I got one for when we actually get going. But before that, let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
I don't know either, but I've got a joke for that.
Oh yeah!
By the way, boss, you know how how those seals are gonna sound in Philadelphia? Suck.
More on that later. Good morning, and welcome one and all to the fabulous, fantastic football Friday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. And speaking of being with us, we have a surprise. My daughter from across the pond is here.
Hello.
Good morning, my dear.
I see that the Royal Seamstress has been busy these days.
You think?
You like?
We
It
do.
works.
We do.
I thought I'd come drop by because we got let out of work early today.
Cool. Very cool. Okay, I need to send out.
Hold on. We got to kick off the weekend right. I know Don did one, but
Go for it.
can you really count it if I'm not the one doing it?
There it is.
Let me say this.
Cheers, everybody.
Let me say this. I want to say happy birthday to my baby boy Dakota. It's his birthday today. He's going to celebrate it with his family. He might drop by a little later, but I just want to wish my baby boy a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Dakota Stefan. I love you.
And also here's one for all the UK and fellow fans across the world. But happy birthday, Harry Potter!
Yep, there's that. 25 years.
25 years.
Cow.
25 years.
Well, no, today isn't the day that the first film came out. Like, canonically, today is his birthday.
So
I'm getting old. I'm getting old.
It's not an energy drink, Sick. It's Pepsi Max.
I'm the one chugging Monster, Sick. Come on now.
And I got hot coffee in front of me. All right, so Football Friday. So we're going to talk some football. And join me later at 1:15 Eastern as I will be on the Rod Peterson show talking football. So
nice.
Yep,
that's
I am
talking like American football because I got some other football updates that you guys might be interested in. I don't know if it's already being talked about, but oh my God.
No, we haven't touched it.
It's going crazy.
We'll do it the next segment. Here we go with the whip around presented by Fanatics. I never thought I'd say this, but I'll say it anyway. Deebo is back home. According to reports, Deebo Samuel reuniting with the 49ers on a 1-year, $7 million deal, which is big because Ricky Pearsall may be out for the season with a horrible knee injury. I can't believe I'm going to say this either. The White Sox walked off again against the New York Yankees, this time in 11 innings. A bases-loaded walk to Tristan Peters did the whole thing, and the White Sox win 2-1 to split that 4-game series before heading to Tampa tonight. The Indiana Fever are looking for 5 in a row as they go to Portland to face the Portland Fire for the second time this year. And I'll say this aloud, maybe it'll be more fairly officiated. But then again, Caitlin Clark is involved. And we know how that goes and how the referees are told. And I believe Dietz that they want Caitlin Clark out of the game. Let's see if that changes tonight. And I might put on the headset for it. It's a 9:05 tip in Portland. That's the whip around presented by Fanatics. Coming up after the break, dear FIFA, you royally, and I do mean royally, up bad.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
they did.
The Empress will explain it all. And a welcome to our stations tuning in. This is Snowman in the Morning. We're back in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus. Smarter than energy.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Cause we take this job so serious.
I'm sorry, what are these things called?
Spices?
Spices, thank you. My brain went bleh.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
That was upper management's brain in Boston by trading Jaylen Brown for Paul
George. 10:13 as we come back from a break, 13 after the hour. And the Empress has some FIFA news. And I'm waiting for her to call for the camera I can give it to her.
All right, strap in, everybody. This is a doozy. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. This is an absolute... Oh, just get the popcorn.
Well, I got my drinks.
Yes.
Good enough, Don. Good enough.
Yeah.
Give me the camera.
Camera's yours.
Thanks. All right. I was actually keeping up with this as yesterday, shortly before the show ended, we had some breaking news.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that the normal story of this show? There's always something breaking right after we get off.
Right after we sign off the air.
So I'm sure a lot of you are aware about FIFA and Gianni Infantino's plans to sell shares of the World Cup to private investors.
Dear God, have mercy.
Yesterday, we got breaking news that one of the organizations associated with football, UEFA, held a vote, and all 55 members unanimously voted to boycott the World Cup should Infantino go ahead with the plans.
Good.
This means that we could be seeing 2 out of the 3 host countries for the 2030 World Cup outright dip.
Wow.
And not only that.
There's more.
We've had statements from more. We have had a statement from CONCACAF.
Mm-hmm.
That is the organization that basically tackles North, Central, and Caribbean all across America.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've also had AFC, the Asian Football Confederation.
Oh, shit.
All 3 of them.
Oops. Sorry. Slipped.
That's $1 for the jar.
That's a couple dollars for the swear jar. I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
And this is why I said we should have gone uncensored today.
I know, but the stations are tuning in particular WQVZ down in Alabama. I am sorry, folks. That slipped. That really slipped. I'll make this rule. Whenever we go uncensored, I always let the stations know that we are going uncensored. I did not say anything today. That slipped. That's a $5 contribution to the swear jar. Go on, Jen.
I wonder how much is in the swear jar now.
You don't want that number.
Oh, please. Do you have any idea how much that could help the amount of money I'm still owed?
Jen.
Let's put it this way.
Jen. I'll put it this way. I've been in cancer recovery for 3.5 years now.
Yeah.
You take that amount of time and the times I accidentally swore on the show since I've been back full time. That should give you an idea.
Okay, so we're talking 5 or 6 digits then. Got it.
Jen, let's put it this way. It would rival the black card you've been using to pay for these concerts.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, Tom, we got another one New Year's Eve. Get ready.
Intro time.
Oh,
There's another thought.
Speaking of that, we'll talk about something else after the show as well.
All right.
Because I'm gonna need you two for another thing in September.
Oh dear.
If it's on the 27th, I'm taking the day off. It's my birthday.
Anyway.
Keep going.
Anyway, so now we have those three organizations of what I call football, because I live in the United Kingdom, as a lot of you all know.
Football.
And those two over there call it soccer.
We can't help it.
Get the name right. Get the name right. Our football is the true football.
I can't help it.
I was about to
Go
say,
on. Go on, please.
I was about to say, what? We're going to start going elitist around here? Football.
Football. We drink.
With the amount of countries banding together in solidarity, that this is not what FIFA should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
We have also had FIFA's senior advisor, Carlos Cordero, resign.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
FIFA's got problems.
Not only that.
FIFA's got issues.
Not only that, but the UK Prime Minister, Andy Burnham, is now calling for Gianni Infantino to resign, saying that he is the wrong person for the job.
Wow.
I mean,
he is.
Find a lie.
Find the exact. I have to tape that. Good morning to Ryan McCarthy joining us from Saratoga, New York. I think I got that right. If not, please correct me. Go on, Jen.
So, of course, given all the backlash that has been happening, yeah, FIFA responded.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
FIFA responded, and it basically boiled down to doubling down on their decision and saying that they're saying that they are not selling football. So from the sounds of it, if Infantino does continue to go ahead with these plans come the September deadline, we could be looking at a very, very empty 2030 World Cup. Because when you have the entirety of UEFA boycotting all FIFA competitions, two other large federations joining in the boycott. I ask this: is time running out for Infantino? I say
yes.
Get him out.
Wait a minute. FIFA said they're not selling football. What the hell are they selling? Hot dogs and nachos? Seriously, this sounds like they want to sell.
You want to know what's worse? You want to know what's worse? I don't know how true this is, so take this with a grain of salt. Take this as a rumor. But I was told by our good friend Atreus Elpiso Lux that the company that FIFA is looking to sell some of these shares to is run by Trump.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. I don't know how true it is. Take it with a grain of salt until I can find actual confirmation of it. But again, like I said, with the way things are going, I do not think Infantino is lasting much longer.
Dear God, have mercy.
Trust me, I'm with you there,
grief.
Don. I'm with you there. I'm
Good
with you
Lord,
there.
heaven.
Also, on a completely unrelated note, hey Don.
Yes.
So about that alarm island.
Oh no.
And you need to know about this. You need to know about this, Snowman. So you know how I am like writing my my own lore story?
Yes.
1, Dawn is in it.
Oh jeez.
And 2, we made a reference to Alarm Island.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Alarm Island is alive and well.
Oh, not only that, but there are so many references that both Atreus and I have written, and we plan to include another SITM reference in the story, where I am actually going to have Dawn say the iconic. Hold on, where is the exact DM about it? We put this in a DM. We put this in a DM. The little far back.
Okay.
But here we go.
Oh no.
So we've got plans to make Dawn say. Can you please open it up?
Quote.
What in the all types of Vita Blue, yellow-bellied, red-blooded, Aquamanish bull hell was that?
Close.
Kulo's crazy quote. I love it. I love it.
Yes, the Aquamanish BS was improv by me.
It works.
It does.
It works.
It absolutely
I cannot
works.
Wait to write that scene.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see it.
I still got to finish up ours at some point.
With the what's the phrase from the master Cole Johnson? We need to see it.
Trust me. Once the story is finished.
Oh no.
We need to see it. That'll be the next line going in.
Don't tempt me.
To see it.
Don't tempt me.
I say put it in there. Go ahead.
I'm tempting you.
I'm going to have some fun here. I'm tempting her also. Why? Forgive me. Because yes, girl.
Yes, Gura.
We love the
Also, speaking to Gura, I gave in and got the Hololive Gacha game.
Couldn't resist, could you?
I mean,
look, it's a rhythm game as well. It's a rhythm game as well.
I know that.
My practice in Fortnite Festival has finally come to good use.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm driving around Forza Horizon 6 with Hololive paint jobs. I mean, come on here.
I can't wait for when they add justice. You guys know I will absolutely be pulling for justice.
Yeah.
I need Liz. I need Gigi. I need Cecilia.
I believe what Jen is saying is she needs to see it.
No, I believe what Jen is saying is
justice will be swift. Justice will be painful. It will be delicious.
Didn't know I had that one, did you?
I'm sorry, but that is the best scene from Ruby. Fight Me. That is the best scene. The food fight scene will always be the best scene.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it is an actual fight with food as weapons. Like, I'm sorry, but like, why is holding the swordfish as her sword?
Mm-hmm.
Beauty.
It really is.
Justice will be swift. Justice will be painful. It will be delicious.
I need to show you the full scene at some point.
Oh boy, I can't wait. I cannot wait. We're due for a break. When we come back, Dietz will join us, and I'm gonna let loose on the WNBA. And oh yeah.
Boy.
And
everybody run.
Dietz is waiting in the back, and I will say this, Dietz, I agree with your theory. And you can see it. And this, what I'm gonna do before I bring Dietz in is explain why I pulled away from covering the W. Stand by. More on 27 after the hour. Thank you, Jen, for the football report. I think that'll be your segment.
Oh no!
I think that'll be one of your segments. Yeah, we got it.
I'm only doing it now because of like it's everywhere. It's unavoidable.
Gotcha. Next, we may have time to take a trip to the arcade today. We'll see what happens.
Oh, because I have something for the arcade.
We'll see what happens. 27 after the hour. That's the report from across the pond, and we'll be back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
Dear Bronsexuals,
you fool! What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Ain't nothing serious for that fool except the liquor bill after you end up drinking all that brown liquor.
31 after the hour, and since we are at the bottom of the hour, I'm going to add a little something to keep it old school. We owe you an ID. This is Snowman in the Morning. Oh, that one's not there. That one's not there. I forgot I moved them. Jeez Louise. 32
how do you think I felt when I organized all my stuff in my downloads folder?
I know.
I moved all my stuff to like a new home, and then all of a sudden nothing was working on my stream, and I was just like, oh my god, I gotta move everything.
Yeah, so do I. Here's a quick ID.
Broadcasting live in your region, across your nation, and around the world. This is Snowman Multimedia Sports.
It's really, in the end, basically a skill issue. Ball goes.
Are you serious?
William.
Are you serious?
I am cute. Now do me a favor and get the hell out of my
Are you
face.
serious?
Some bitches.
Now you know how I feel when he plays my package.
That's for you. That's for you.
That's a there's a flying knot in here. All right, 33 after the hour, and I'm going to bring Dietz in, and then I'm going to go off. I'm going to go absolutely, completely the bloody hell off. So
I'm scared.
let me bring in Dietz, and then I'll take the camera.
I have my
Passionate.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight.
Totally.
This one has a chance.
Dietz.
That's not just a murmur, that's a full-blown fibrillation.
Here's Dietz with little sister in tow. What up, Dietz?
What's up?
All right.
What's
let me
happening,
do this because I am finally going to let loose on something that's been absolutely pissing me off. And Dietz, you put the idea in my head, and I'm going to say to you directly, I believe it now. I believe it.
What is it that the Hornets announcer would say at this point? Well, hum diddly dee.
Exactly. And I know the Hornets voice. He's a good friend of mine. Here we go. I'll put one in the
camera.
I'll put one in the swear. God, get away from me. It's flying. I'll put one in the swear jar myself. Give me this goddamn camera. Dear WNBA, you have royally and emphatically pissed an original fan off. Why? Because of all the abuse, and yeah, I'm going to say it, abuse you direct at Caitlin Clark. Since the day she's been drafted, I agree with Dietz now, there's been an agenda to destroy Caitlin Clark. Why? Because all Caitlin Clark wants to do is play basketball. She is a white young lady. She's a straight young lady and one hell of a basketball player. Caitlin Clark is the reason the WNBA are getting the eyes that they're getting now, and the numbers prove that. More on that in a moment. Caitlin Clark is the reason you guys are getting chartered flights now. Caitlin Clark is the reason you guys have more money. Caitlin Clark is the reason you have a $7 billion television deal to hold you for 7 years. It has not happened before, even with the legends that have been in and through this game, including Cheryl Swoops, including Cynthia Cooper, including Tina Thompson, including Diana Taurasi, and legends like that. It has not brought the eyes that Caitlin Clark has, and the cabal hates it. I don't know why. I don't know why you hate the fact that one player has made your league global finally. If this is supposed to be a professional basketball league, you're supposed to act like it, and you're supposed to be happy that you're getting all of the eyes and ears that you're getting now. But no, the abuse, and yes, I'm going to say it, the abuse that has happened to Caitlin Clark is stupid, and it needs to quit. But it ain't going to quit until you start at the top and cut off the head of the snake. We don't know who's in the cabal. Again, a reference to Dietz. And Dietz, you're right. I see it now. Only one team has all 44 games on national television. Who is that team? The Indiana Fever. Why? Caitlin Clark. The numbers bear that out. The numbers bear it out that when Caitlin Clark is playing with the Indiana Fever, fans tune in. They love it. They're Caitlin Clark fans, and there's more Caitlin Clark haters. They want to see her fail. I don't. I've been a fan of the W since its inception in 1997. I have seen some great games. I have seen some great championship games and championship series. Houston and New York being one of the first ones. But I have never seen I have never seen the absolute bullshit that has been going on for 2.5 years because of one person, and that's Caitlin Clark. Everybody wants to say, "Oh, she's not the best. She's not the best player in the league." Well, to a point, you're right. That is Asia Wilson. But you know who's on her tail? Number 22 from Indiana, because Asia also wears 22. But I am sick and tired of all the raggedy bullshit that is going on, because one person brought you to heights you have never ever reached. All of her games get at least 3 million eyes on it. All her games, all the Fever games, let me include the team, get televised. And they want to destroy that contract. It feels like people attacking Notre Dame for having an exclusive contract with NBC. I'm making it up as I go along, but I'm just furious and I'm tired. I'm tired of the cabal's bullshit against the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark. And the one that still burns me is Game 5 of the WNBA semifinals last September. Why am I bringing that up? Even though Caitlin Clark didn't play, she was out with an injury. A ghost foul was called on Aaliyah Boston late in the fourth quarter. It was her 6th foul. She couldn't play in the overtime. And then Kelsey Mitchell gets a whole bunch of cramps while trying to carry the Fever to the finals, which I believe they would have won if they didn't call that ghost foul on Caitlin Clark and allowed Asia Wilson to take over, because Asia Wilson was getting bodied by Aaliyah Boston. Let's just call it the way we need to call it and see it. Asia Wilson has trouble with Aaliyah Boston in the post. Period. That's why Stephanie White made the switch while in Vegas. You know what happened that night? We blew them out by 39. They're looking for 5 in a row tonight against Portland. I'm tempted to put the headset on for that. In fact, I'll say it here. I am going to put the headset on for that. But if there's any, I have the feeling there's going to be a lot of bullshit going on tonight in Portland. Anybody who watched the first game between these two teams saw 3 ghost fouls against Caitlin Clark in the first 10 minutes. I'll repeat something that Deet said. The first time we played the Liberty in New York, tell me how the hell Breanna Stewart goes to the line 21 times. 21. She outshot the Fever at the foul line herself because of some stupid ghost fouls that were called. They're on national TV tonight. I'm going to put the headset on. I'm going to watch very carefully how this game is called. And you know why I stepped away from the Fever for as long as I did? Because I couldn't call the game objectively or fairly with all the grade A homogenized half-steam bullshit that was going on, and the bullshit calls against the Indiana Fever. I couldn't stand it. That's why I stepped away. If I can't call a game objectively, even though the Indiana Fever is my team, just like the San Francisco 49ers, the Golden State Warriors, the St. Louis Cardinals, the Chicago White Sox, all of my teams. If I can't call the game fairly, I don't call it at all. Even though I do have my teams. Period. And also, let me add this. Deets warned me 2 years ago when I started covering the WNBA. When it reaches the regular YouTubers, you're in trouble. His exact words. And Deets told me off the air, and I thank him for this, that once the coverage of the WNBA reaches the regular YouTubers and they jump on just because, they're going to get all the traffic. Why? Number one, they don't know what the they're doing. Number two, they are not professionals. And yes, I'm saying this aloud. Matter of fact, you know what I think of that group?
This is filth.
Nice.
As a matter of fact, you know what I think of that group?
Now that's some bullshit.
I had to let this out. I let it out in my diary, and now I'm letting it out here on the network. I can't stand the fact. I can't stand the fact that it's still going on, and it's even worse today than it was when Caitlin. Hold on, dog. Than it was when Caitlin Clark came in the league. You got to clean house, and it starts at the top. And it ain't just Kathy Engelberg. It's the damn cabal that's going on. Those are the faces that need to go. Period. You want to clean up this league? Start at the top. And yes, Engelbert, it is you. You got to go. But we got to find out who the cabal is and get rid of them too. I don't want to think that it's some of the players that want to see this happen. I don't want to think that a couple of players are voting for this. I don't know how it's going to go, but it needs to go. And the ridiculousness of Caitlin Clark being voted, ready for this, the 11th best guard in the W. Are you f***ing serious? Are you f***ing serious? The 11th best guard, who is the first player in WNBA history with a 40-point, 10-assist game? Are you out of your rabbit-ass rat-picking mind?
Boy.
And Brian McCarthy says, does the NBA need to step in and clean house? Yes, they do. Problem is, Adam Silver, you a This is getting old. This is getting tiring, and it needs to stop.
Is it out of your system now?
No.
No, it's not.
No, but I do have something to piggyback off of.
This will never, until I see something fair, which is why I'm going to go with the temptation and put the headset on tonight. Also because I got something with Ryan McCoffey tonight at 6:30.
Everybody brace for more swear words, for more bleeps.
Oh, there's a whole lot more because I'm sick and tired of this bullshit. I'll say it again. I am sick and tired of this bullshit within the league and within the broadcast association. And I'm more mad at the regular YouTubers that have jumped on this bandwagon and somehow have gotten all the support, all the love, all the super chats, and it just plain pisses me off. Don and I talked about this because there was one night I was getting ready to put on the headset for the fever and my stomach started doing backflips. Not good. And I wasn't sick either. I was doing backflips because of fear. The fear that I will never get the love and support for covering the WNBA correctly than these other people do. Damian, watch your language. Matter of fact, time him out. Journalists and sports announcers always have favorites, Damian. Do your homework. Mike Breen, anybody? Mike Breen had to hold back when his Knicks won the world championship.
Journalism is always biased and favorited, no matter what genre you look in. If it's sport, if it's gaming, they're always biased.
I am, but you know what, Damian? F you.
No.
I am a true journalist. I've been doing this for longer than you've been alive. I'm about to enter my 31st season as a sports announcer and a sports journalist with my own company, my own platform. And you dare question how? And you?
It doesn't matter if you're a home. It doesn't matter if you're a homer.
I think now you understand why I gave him the boot from my community.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have a favorite team. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. What matters is, are you calling what's on the screen? Are you calling what's happening? Are you telling everybody what's happening? Because
right.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I sit there, if I'm watching a Cowboys game and I say, put somebody in the middle of the gosh darn field. I'm not saying it because I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm saying it because it's happening on the field.
Correct.
Okay. Can I say something?
It happens to be my team, but they happen to not have a middle linebacker. So I'm going to call it out. It doesn't matter if it's my team or not.
Jen,
go. It doesn't matter if they're my favorite team. It doesn't matter them sitting there wearing a Cowboys jersey calling the game.
Sorry,
does
I'll wait
not
for him to
matter
finish.
because I'm still calling it fair. I'm still calling it fairly done.
Right.
If that were the Packers and the Cowboys were eating them in the middle of the field, I'd say, why don't the Packers have anybody in the middle of the field? It does. So it doesn't matter. It goes both. It goes both ways. It doesn't matter if you're, oh, this journalist likes this team or this person likes this team. What matters is how they call the game. Are they calling it down the middle? Listen to any Georgia broadcast.
Yes.
They're clearly in the Dog's corner. But that doesn't mean they don't call the game fairly. That doesn't mean they don't call out plays and say, "Oh, we got cooked on that one." You know,
which they do say.
TCU and lining up, and they were winning by 50 points, and TCU was driving down the field. They said Scott Howard. Scott Howard was calling it. Hey, we're out of position. We're out of position here. They're taking advantage of this. So yeah, he's a Dogs announcer. Yeah, he calls everything. They're lining up on the Dog side of the field. Like that's how he calls the game, but he still calls it down the middle. He still tells you what the action is on the court. What's happening in the WNBA is you're getting people that are not telling you the full story. They're not telling you the story. They're not telling you what's happening in the game. And they may tell you look, a lot of these people, and I see them. I watch them all the time. I watched a lot of them yesterday. I watched a lot of these guys. Why are they getting views? Because they're getting because the WNBA is giving them content every single night.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time CC steps out, every time CC steps into the public light. I mean, look at what they did. What they did, their All-Star weekend was a joke.
Yep.
An absolute joke. Who showed up? Who showed up for the fan meet and greet? Who showed up for the full time? Who was on time and stayed until every fan shook every fan's hand?
Yep.
And was able to do that. Who was that? Oh, that was Caitlin Clark.
That was Caitlin Clark.
Sophie Cunningham.
Mm-hmm.
They were there on time and stayed late. What did the others do? They showed up late. They left early.
Mm-hmm.
That is a disgrace. That is a disgrace to the league, to a league that is trying to build itself. You're trying to win over fans. And you have your star players show up late to a meet and greet and leave after 10 minutes. That's not going to build your fan base.
At all.
What that does is spit in the face of your fan base. And you saw people on Twitter saying, we waited 2 hours to meet with them and they told us to go home. That's unacceptable. That should never happen at an all-star game that is a fan-driven event. You should never be turning fans. You should be lucky. You are lucky enough to have people that want to wait 2 hours to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
And you should be thankful and shake every one of their hands that they're there because you need them. You need the fans. You can't spit in the face of your fan base. That was an absolute joke.
Let's go to Jen.
And then the game on the court was even worse. There were 3 people trying.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was Caitlin Clark. And she was the only one trying at the beginning. I mean, just watch the play where Angel Reese gets a rebound, goes coast to coast. I think I could walk faster down the court than she was dribbling.
Yep.
And then not only does she miss the layup, but she gets blocked by A'ja Wilson, who's actively trying not to block the shot.
Right.
And if you don't believe me, go to the post-game interview where A'ja Wilson was asked, have you ever blocked a shot without trying? That is a disgrace to basketball.
Yeah, that all-star game was a joke. Let's go to hold on, Deets, hang tight. Let's go to Jen with her thoughts. She's been waiting patiently. Jen, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to address what was being said earlier. Look, everyone is going to have their favorites when it comes to this. Like, We have our favorite teams. Commentators have their favorite teams.
Mm-hmm.
What matters at the end of the day is when you're there, when you are calling a game. It does not matter if you are calling for your favorite team, if you're calling for your home team. It does not matter. What separates the true commentators and the true journalists is that they are able to put their bias to one side during a call game, and they are able to show fairness towards both sides. Even if they don't like one of the teams,
Exactly.
they still need to remain professional. Even during the World Cup, I live in England. So obviously, we are going to have commentators who are English calling the game from whatever studio is down in London.
Yeah.
It's always London.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
And
ITV or
even
BBC.
if they are calling a game that England is playing, obviously they can hype up the England goals all they want. That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
Yep.
But if they are professional, they would also hype up when the other team scores.
Mm-hmm.
They may not like it. It may mean that England is out. But it is still their professional job to make it sound just as hype as if it was England that scored.
Let me have this camera back.
I was about
As you
to say
guys
something.
know, go ahead, Dawg.
You want to talk about somebody who's got to deal with trying to hype things up? Look at the motorsports broadcasters, because I'll speak from that personally. There have been times where I've had to cover a race before that has been absolutely dull because of somebody blowing the whole damn thing out of the water. Time and again, I've had to do that. But also, time and again, you also get the exciting races. It is a broadcaster's job, no matter who is playing, no matter who is driving, no matter what it is, to be objective and to make it so far interesting that you're on the edge of your seat no matter what's going on. Biases aside, I'm not a big Toyota guy, but if a Toyota guy is dominating the race, I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah.
You have to be able to put so many objectives to side. Look at the greatest of the commentators. Marv Albert. Look at
Mike
Harlan.
Breen,
Look
Kevin
at
Harlan.
Breen, Gus Johnson.
Gus
The
Johnson.
list goes on. Those guys all have their biases. Marv Albert was a huge New York thumper.
Yeah,
But
Marv
he had
Albert
to
is from
Yeah.
New York, and he was the voice of the Knicks for 25 years.
Something else I believe as well is that, like, even if you're calling your favorite team, don't be afraid to criticize them.
Right.
Boss, all I got to say
That's another thing that makes you a professional. If you're willing to criticize when your favorite team does wrong.
Boss, all I got to say about that is look at what happened when Kittle had that miraculous catch in that 30-pack.
Yep.
Look at how I went after my team. Look how I went after the Patriots. What were we doing?
Yeah. You and I did that game. Dawg is a Patriots fan. I'm a 49er fan, but I call the game fairly. Give me this camera. Kevin Harlan, Doc Emmerich, the great Doc Emmerich, who was the voice of the NHL on NBC for what, 13 years? Ryan, look that up for me, will you please? I think I'm wrong, but I think 13 years. Kenny Albert, TNT's hockey voice of the NFL.
Jack Edwards here in Boston.
Jack Edwards.
I was just going to say Jack Edwards, huge Bruins fan, but he calls the game right down the middle. He tells the Bruins when they're playing like crap.
Yeah, he did.
He's not afraid to say you're playing like crap.
Let me use the example of two announcers that gave me the bug to get in this thing. Wayne Larrivee and the late, great Jim Durham.
Yes.
I'll never forget something Jim Durham said when the Bulls were playing Dallas. I think it was 87, and the Mavericks went on a big run to blow them out. You know what Jim Durham said about the Bulls? I'll never forget this. He said, quote, "The execution is up to you." Close quote. 15 years for Doc Emmerich. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it. I am never afraid. I'll give you the best example, and everybody on this panel remembers this game. Remember the NFC Championship 3 years ago between the Lions and the 49ers?
Yes.
At halftime, Detroit was up 24-7.
Yeah.
And at halftime, I went completely off on my team.
They just weren't executing. They weren't.
And I called it out.
Yeah.
I called it out. So to you, Caleb Hernandez, I'm as fair as they come. I called it out, period. That the 49ers were getting cooked. And then the second half miracle happened.
I mean, if anyone should call out the teams, it should be the fans who are also the broadcasters. I mean, we have a bigger right to do it. We're with that team week in and week out.
I have been a 49er fan since 1981. I have been covering the 49ers first via online articles and now doing play-by-play since 2011. I've been a sportscaster for 30 years, going on 31, beginning Labor Day. 31 years. Okay, let me say that again. 31 years of doing this professionally. I'll tell you this story. In 1999, I was at Chicago State University, and I was getting ready to do a broadcast, and I didn't have a shirt and tie on. You know what happened? I got yanked aside by the athletic director, who scolded me, then told me how professional I should look. You know what I did with that lesson? I took it and ran with it. I apologized to him. I apologized to the staff. I apologize to the folks at the table that have worked with me year in and year out. 14 years I gave Chicago State. And that conversation I took with me. And I'm going to take it with me as long as I'm sitting here in studio doing play-by-play until I get back in the booth again. And within 2 years, I will be back in the booth again. Hell, if not this season, the last time that I was in the booth, I was covering Jennings County. Jennings County High School is what I was covering right here in the area, right here in Southern Indiana. Every time they did something wrong repeatedly, I called it out. That is my job. You know what, Damien? I'll answer that. We joke around with announcers also. Okay? We don't bash them. We joke around with them. Period. We have fun with them. Okay? But if we see something,
you don't think Matt Taylor is a fan of the Colts?
Man,
I mean,
how many times?
He's one of the biggest Colts fans out there, and he calls the game, and he's great at it. And then he comes on the show, and we prod him a little bit about the Colts, or a call that he made. I remember last year when they said, they're not going to score now, and what happens? First play in overtime, Colts run for a touchdown. Colts run for a touchdown. And he's saying, "No, we're just gonna sit on the ball here," and then first play, boom,
touchdown,
gone.
By the way, let me address something.
Go for it.
The thing is, Damien, yeah, we might rip on Carolina, but the team play rips on itself. Okay.
Yep.
We don't bash them without it being deserved, and it's not a bashing. It's saying, "Hey, look, you guys need to be better."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to be biased to Caitlin Clark because that's the team that's being covered, but that's also the player being covered. And the injustice that Caitlin is dealing with right now. She had an interview on ESPN during
and she called it out.
All-Star Weekend. She called it out, but she was politically correct in doing it, which was genius.
And did you see the reaction to that?
Yes.
Because the reaction to that was Monica McNutt on air
going nuts,
saying telling CC, hey, we're allowed to talk blank to you, but you're not allowed to give it back to us. That's the attitude here. The attitude is we're allowed to dump on Caitlin Clark, and she's not allowed to fight back. And that's where it goes. That's where it gets wrong. Look, if they want to dump on CC and CC comes back at them, that's all. It's all fair game, and we're allowed to talk about it. The reason we're talking about the WNBA and the reason we're calling it unfair is because every time Caitlin does something, it's every time it's racist. It's, oh, she doesn't believe it. She doesn't believe it in this league when she's the only one out there doing things for this league and everybody else is going against it.
Correct.
You have Caitlin going out there. You have Caitlin going out there talking about the game on the court, talking about the basketball game, and then you have Paige Beckers who's out there talking about, oh, we need more black female coaches in this league.
Oh yeah,
which no one discussed. No one even asked Paige Beckers, hey Paige, where'd you go to college? Who was your head coach? Were they a black female? Oh, wait, no, they weren't. Is your coach right now a black female? Oh, no, they're not. So shut your mouth and don't talk about things that you don't know about. No one told her this. But you know what? If Cece opens her mouth, hey, the refs are calling this game wrong. Cece, you need to suck it up. But meanwhile, Paige Beckers can run her mouth about anything she wants and get away with it. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about whether or not, if you're going to call a spade, you need to call it down the middle. If you're going to call out Paige, you need to call. If you're going to call out Cece, you need to call out Paige with her garbage. If you're going to let Paige do whatever she wants, then you have to let Cece do what she wants. If you're gonna let, you can't go after Sophie Cunningham for pointing at for doing her point. And then you know what? And then at All-Star Weekend, guess what they were doing? Fans were coming up, taking pictures, doing the point, and it was and the fans loved it. But you know who hated it? Every single broadcaster that decided to get on Sophie Cunningham. She shouldn't be doing that. Well, what? She shouldn't be being a star in the league. There are 2 females that have sold out their sneakers. There are 2.
Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham.
And Sophie Cunningham. Both 2 different companies. One Adidas, one Nike. Both sold out. So if you're sitting there saying this is not what's moving back, this is what's moving in the league right now, and the league is trying to bury it. They're trying to bury these 2.
Yeah.
And they're the ones carrying the bag for the league.
And they keep dropping it. Hold that point, Deets. We're taking a break. We're going to really discuss more of that during hour 2. But for now, that's Snowman's take. What's yours? We're going to put a pin in what Deets said. Take a break. We do our IDs. And when we come back for hour 2, more of this discussion of what fair journalism should be. And as far as the WNBA goes, what it hasn't been for 2.5 years. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central. Because we take this job so serious.
And Father O'Shaughnessy need to go to hell. That's what he needs.
What did Father O'Shaughnessy do?
I quit. We're done here. I'm done. We're out of here.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
I still don't know what the hell I did for that. I still don't know. By the way, Lion, do me a favor. Give Damien the yeetus.
Yeah, yeetus.
Yeetus deletus. Bye-bye.
We want we're going to warn everybody, unless we specifically say that it's an uncensored show, which we didn't. I didn't make the decision until this morning. Unless we say it's an uncensored show, please do not swear in the chat. What I did earlier was a total slip, and I apologize for that on behalf of me, on behalf of my crew, and on behalf of the 5 stations that have picked us up. Soon to be 7, with a couple out west that may pick us up for season 13. Please keep your comments clean, because we're building a network and we want to do it the old school right way. All right. So unless it is uncensored, which probably will happen later this summer, we will. And I'll warn everybody that we will not be. Give me this camera. Well, I warn everybody that we will not be on the stations. We'll be running a replay for the stations, and we will get all of that together. I blame myself for not being organized for the past few months, because I've been stressed the bloody hell out trying to get my CDL permit, which I will do today. This is my final shot at it. But I want to say this also. I want to say thank you to all of the fans over the past 12 years that have tuned in to this show. I got a lot of love for the crew that I have. Deeds, Dawg, Cole Johnson, Victor Locke, the Empress herself. Zero is standing by. We'll bring him in a minute. I love all of you guys. Deb Whitcas, Alison Moran. I love everybody in this crew, and I love all the fans that have tuned in over the past 12 years. Even if you only tune in for a couple of minutes, even if you only drop one message in the chat. And I forgot Ryan McCarthy and Coffee with McCarthy will return at the top of football season. So watch for that in September. I love you guys. I love you all. Would I love to have this be my living coming back from cancer? You damn right. Am I going to make it happen? You damn right. I'm getting organized in doing so. Okay? I'm getting organized in doing so and trying to think of ways to make this a money stream. I got my Patreon up. We're going to do some content there. I got the Cash App up. You know you can drop a super chat at any time. Everyone has asked me over the past week, why do you do this when no one supports you? You know why I do this? Because I love to do it and I want to take care of my family. I've been cancer-free since 2023, and it's going to stay that way. 3 years, 3+ years, I have been cancer-free. Since February of 2023, I've been in remission. Now the goal is to turn this into $1 million a year business and maybe more. And the other goal is to tell my wife, you don't have to work anymore. You can open your practice, start your business. I'll cut the ribbon when it's ready. That is a promise I want to keep. And part of the reason I do this is because I love calling games. It is therapy for me. But even when the therapy turns on me, I step away. I've learned to step away. And as I said earlier in the program, I've stepped away from the WNBA until tonight. I'm going to put the headset on for tonight's game in Portland. I'm going to look at the game. I'm going to call it correctly. And if I give me this button. If I see a lot more bullshit that I have seen, and you won't know what, Damien? We don't criticize CC. You want to bet? You want to bet?
That's what I want to say. Where are the receipts to this? Where are the receipts?
Don't ban Damien yet.
Where has Caitlyn ever pushed back?
The only time she's pushed back is because she's had enough of the bullshit. And that has been, hold on, Chris.
That was when she was dropping F-bombs at the official.
Yep.
That was it.
After she got fouled.
I haven't seen her. I mean, we just had it. If you're gonna bring something into the chat, that's fine. It's fine. You can come at us. You can disagree with us. That's fine. We say it all the time. It's okay to be wrong.
Right.
We say it all the time. Tell me why you're wrong. You can be wrong. It's okay. But show me the receipt. Show me where. If you show me where Caitlyn is pushing somebody else or bullying somebody else or fouling somebody else on a play that is not a basketball play, you show me where that happens.
Show us the receipts.
It doesn't. It doesn't happen.
And
we know that because in Connecticut last year, Caitlyn got beat up. And what happened? Sophie Cunningham had to step in, and she said, "I got this," and fought the other girl,
who was Maria Mabry.
Caitlyn doesn't do that.
Nope.
And if she does, we will call it out.
Absolutely.
But I have not. If you have the receipts, by all means, bring them on.
Bring it on.
Tell me the moment so I can go find it because I'm sure it's on YouTube. I'll go find it. I'll find the game. You tell me the game. I'll find the clip.
Same.
But it does. Of the ones I've seen, it doesn't exist.
And it won't exist.
And that's why we get pissed off. That's why most of us get pissed off because Caitlyn doesn't respond. So in ways we have to. And I said this on the show last year. Allie was on here with me when I said, Snowman, you need to be CC's Paul Heyman. Because she's not going to do it. She doesn't talk. She finally got to it during All-Star Weekend. She finally stepped to the mic and said, things need to change.
Yep.
She finally got to that point. It's taken her 2.5 years to get to that point. It took us 2 or 3 weeks. Because I was talking about this her first game.
Yep.
The crazy thing is, she stepped to the mic and everyone decided to rip her apart for even opening her mouth.
And here's the thing:
that's complete. I'm going to say this right now. That's
go ahead.
BS. I mean,
It
Caitlin
is.
Clark is the face of the WNBA as of right now. I don't
Mhm.
care what anybody says. Cece's the face. She's the one that's on the cover of 2K27 coming up.
And
She's
I
the
got
one
some
that's
words about
representing this company.
and I got some words about that, about the fans in just a moment. So let's put a pin in that. Let's do an ID 17 after the hour, and we definitely owe you an ID. This is Snowman in the Morning.
You're listening to WQVZ 1700 AM Mission Radio.
Broadcasting live in your region, across your nation, and around the world. This is Snowman Multimedia Sports.
It's really, in the end, basically a skill issue. Ball goes Benton, kid.
Why?
Wait and see. Now do me a favor and get the hell out of my face, you thirsty sons of bitches.
We had this earlier. Why?
It was right here
Why?
Get her! Get her!
because it's fun.
Would you have rather
18
had that or-
Zero, you shut up or no Danganronpa tonight.
I don't care.
18 after the hour, and we're talking about the WNBA. I gotta get this button back, and all of the grade A homogenized Holstein bullshit. Okay, you know what? Okay, let me go back to a game in Washington where the Fever led that game by 18, choked the lead away, which I did say on the air. Dawg heard me. Dawg is my producer. And then Caitlin Clark hit a 27-footer to win the game. She was talking junk to herself and her team, who was so excited she hit that shot. You know, the only time I saw Caitlin Clark talk ish to the other team was recently in a home game. Give me this camera. In a home game against Seattle, when Seattle came all the way back from an 18-point deficit. The game was tied at 102 because the Fever had to wipe out a 7-point deficit, and then Caitlin Clark hit a three that essentially won the game. The final was 110-107. That three broke the tie, and I love what Caitlin Clark did. She looked at the other team and said, "I'm that."
Ultimately, here's where I've got to kind of say my spot on this. First off, my name is Zero. I am a bit of a chaos bringer, but that's for later. Let me explain something. Caitlin Clark knows that she is the face of the WNBA, and for whatever reason, they want to scrutinize her more than anyone else, even though she is the single person who has brought them more relevancy than they've ever had in their entire existence. And
Yep.
And the reason she doesn't open her mouth is because she knows that anytime she does, they're going to continue to scrutinize her. Anyone else does anything, they don't care. The moment it's
Right.
Caitlin Clark opening her mouth, they have to zoom in on that, get her for whatever reason. Why are you trying to alienate your single biggest revenue generator in your entire league's history? Why? You are actively trying to tank your own relevance.
Mm-hmm.
Learn these things.
Say that, Zero. Say that again, please. Say that again.
You are actively trying to tank your own league's relevance by hurting and scrutinizing the one person who has brought your league more relevance than it has ever had in its existence. You should be worshiping the ground she walks on for how much money she brings in for you.
Mm-hmm.
Zero, let me ask you something. You remember the
Well,
last
just
time
remember,
that
just remember what happened last year. Just remember what happened last year. The first game of the season, they tried to throw Caitlin Clark under the bus and called her a racist.
Yes.
Because she did not denounce comments that she didn't hear when she said, "I don't know what was said. I didn't hear them."
Mm-hmm.
The WNBA does a full investigation and finds out the claims were fraudulent and nothing was ever said. But for 2 weeks straight, they called her and everyone who supports her. They said, if you support Caitlin Clark, you're a racist.
Yep.
And they threw them under the bus for a claim that was fraudulent. And these are the kinds of people we're dealing with. This is the WNBA
in a nutshell
that we are dealing with. They will make up stuff just to malign her character. This has nothing to do with her basketball.
And
this has to do with everything of her off the court.
Let me talk to Let me talk to Damien for a minute. So the legends and Hall of Famers that are the pioneers of the WNBA are nobody now? Hell no. Are you kidding? That's they are the reason that Caitlin Clark is here. They are the reason when they started the league in 1997 to give a chance for women to stay home instead of going overseas. Now, for the first 25 years, they would play in the WNBA. They'd get through that season, take a month off, and then they'd head overseas. Why? More money over there. Now, with this $1 billion media deal, more of them are staying home because more of them are getting money. You know why? Caitlin Clark is smart. Okay? Caitlin Clark is smart. Let me explain. She started when the NIL broke the seal, she lined up 4 NIL deals at Iowa. She secured those at Iowa. Multi-year deals. Okay? When the WNBA came a calling, they didn't want her to have any deals. She's got them now. And it pissed the WNBA off. Matter of fact, like I said, give me this camera. And Dietz, I will outline a point that you said. There are 2 players in the WNBA that they want to get rid of. Caitlin Clark is one, Sophie Cunningham the other. Why? They are bringing eyes to the WNBA. In particular, they're bringing eyes to where I live right now, which is Indiana. There is no other team, none, that has, say it with me, Dietz, all 44 games televised. Period. They want us, the WNBA fans, the true fans, the real fans, the one that pay attention to the league. They want to see Caitlin Clark play, and I'll give you some of the I'll give you some of the things that bear that out. Ryan, I need you and Dietz to do a little research for me as I outline these points. Point number 1: since Caitlin Clark has been in the league, she and the Indiana Fever have drawn more fans to watch their games than any other team because they want to see Caitlin Clark play. Number 2,
the other night. That was proven. That was proven the other night.
In Seattle.
I looked this up. The game before the All-Star break, Seattle was at home, and they drew 13,000 fans.
Yep.
The game after the All-Star, game after the All-Star game, the Fever come to town, and all of a sudden they have 18,000, almost 19,000
yep,
in the building.
And something I want to clarify.
For those of you that can't do the math, that's plus 5,000 fans. That's plus 5,000 in the building just because the Fever are there.
Yep.
It's something I want to clarify really
Go
quick.
ahead, Zero.
When I was going on my rant about Caitlin Clark, I want to point this out. I know nothing about the WNBA. I don't watch their games. I am not a fan. This is from an outside neutral party's perspective who has no bias in this. I'm calling it as I see it. So if that should tell you, for anyone who tries to go against Caitlin Clark or whatever, that should tell you how big of a name that she is, that somebody like me who knows nothing about the WNBA is saying it has enough to say about it.
Zero. Let me ask you something. The last time that we saw WWE in Indiana was what? A Monday Night Raw episode or one of the pay-per-views?
Yep.
I think it was a Raw episode.
How many CC jerseys did we see in the crowd?
All of them.
Honestly, you'd be hard pressed to ask me, as I don't watch WWE these days because I don't like the way that the company is going. But that is a rant for another day.
But the point being is there was a lot of them.
Yeah, no, that's a rant for another day. I'm not going on that WWE rant. You don't want me to go on that WWE rant because I will be here for hours.
We'll save that for another day.
And Dietz, I'm going to sack your ass because I wanted to try to make that point early and you cut me off. I'm sacking your ass for that one.
To everybody that watches the show, we have fun here, but we also make our points fairly. We also cover the things that we want to cover. That is why when someone asked me, what do I want to do with Snowman Multimedia and now my sports arm, the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network? Let me answer that. Give me this camera. Let me answer that question that thousands of people have asked me since I started this platform in 2021, since I rebranded it to Snowman Multimedia. You know what I want to do? Financially, sports-wise, and every other way that I can. It's pretty simple. I want to kick ESPN's ass. I want to kick CBS Sports' ass. I want them to push the plunger. I want to kick the Tobacco Road Sports Network's ass. And yes, I said it aloud. I want this to be the one-stop shop for everybody and all the sports that we cover, period. And I'll say it again. I'll say it again. I want to kick ESPN's ass. We don't talk politics here. We don't talk religion here. Snowman's the name. Sports is the game. That's what we do. That's the Dawg. That's Dietz. That's Ryan McCoffey. That's Vicala. That's the Empress. Everybody that comes on here, be it being a guest or being a regular panelist. Alison Moran, Deb Whitcas. And CBS Sports announced that Tony Romo has been placed on leave until further notice. He's gone. Tony Romo is gone. We'll talk about that later. But what we do here at Snowman Multimedia and the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network, we bring you unprecedented alternate play-by-play coverage, and we bring you the best morning show ever. Why am I saying that right now? Because I believe that we are. I believe that we are. We're expanding to 3 hours beginning Labor Day to kick off season 13. And I'm going to make a prediction here, and I'm going to do my damnedest to make it come true. Snowman in the morning will be bringing in a whole lot of money so I can pay my crew, I can take care of my family, and this be the best morning show ever. Do we still have things to clean up? Of course. Every show does. And someone asked me recently, why did I start Snowman in the Morning 13 years ago? I fell in love with Mike and Mike in the Morning. Fell in love with it.
That's a name I haven't heard in years.
I fell in love with Mike and Mike in the Morning.
There's a reason you haven't heard it.
All right, oldies.
I'm old. I can't help it.
I know you're old, but like Zero over there talking like he's
decided
old.
Mike Golick was too hardcore for their liking.
Yep. And they broke him up, and ESPN broke him up.
Broke up Mike and Mike.
And I'm pissed that they did that. Back to business. I fell in love with Mike and Mike in the Morning, period. And I said, I have a simple philosophy for why I got into doing play-by-play and later on why I got into doing sports talk. And it's pretty simple. It's me at 8 years old, hearing Jim Durham for the first time, hearing a sports talk show on the radio for the first time. And my philosophy is simple. If they can do it, so can I. If they can do it, so can we. Period. And the reason we're criticizing the WNBA, we'll criticize the W, we'll criticize the NFL, NHL. If something is wrong, we will talk about it and talk about it fairly. That's what we do. Period. And while I'm sitting here, I'm going to let this out. And Deej, you can piggyback. Anybody here can piggyback off of it. If I'm lying, please tell me. Okay? Before I go off, please support No Credentials Required with Ryan McCarthy and Dustin Henry. Let's get them to 1,000 subs and get them monetized before the summer is over. Now, back to business. Dietz warned me about this 2 years ago, and I didn't bother to listen because I thought doing this fairly would be okay. It is not okay. And Dietz, I want you to repeat the warning that you said to me 2 years ago when I started covering the Indiana Fever and my worst dreams have been realized. Dietz, repeat your warning to me that you gave me 2 years ago. Please.
What I said 2 years ago was when this stuff starts hitting normies, when this stuff starts hitting normal entertainment channels that are not sports related, the WNBA is going to have a problem. And that's what's happened. And that's what's happened because it's hit the normies, and now they've sunk their teeth in, and they're finding I mean, look, if the WNBA were doing everything right, we wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation week after week after week after week.
Yes.
If the WNBA were taking care of business and doing things the right way, we would be sitting here praising the WNBA and talking about all the good things that are happening in the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that we have to keep doing this week after week after week, and here's the rub: nothing changes. This is how you know when we came on here and I first brought up all of these problems that people said, "Oh, it's not a thing. It's not from the top. It's not coming from the top down because, these officials, they need to be trained better." Well, why haven't they been trained better? Why haven't heads rolled? Why hasn't there been, hey, we need mandatory mandatory sessions for these officials to get up to par? Why hasn't that happened? Because it's not about training. It has been a directive from the top. They're calling it the way the higher ups want it to be called. That's that. And when I say they're calling it correctly, I don't mean they're calling it fairly on the court. They're calling it the way the higher ups want them to call it. That's what's happening. That's why you haven't seen officials get thrown. You haven't seen officials stop doing games. You haven't seen new officials hired. You haven't seen anybody in the front office lose their job. I've talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen the league go from 12 league official employees balloon to 85. Why is that happening? Because they're instituting all of these new things. They're trying to push new things. And I'll tell you right now, a lot of those jobs don't matter. A lot of those jobs are, hey, we hired this person. We hired that person. We hired this person to do that. I talked about it. It was in the article that came out the other day. A chief marketing executive and a chief growth executive. Where has that gone? Because we haven't seen it. How are they hiring all of these new people? Because the WNBA has not made money in 30 years.
They've always lost money.
They have not made a single dollar. They have been propped up by a loan from the NBA.
Yep.
To stay in business. So where are they getting all of these hires? Where are they doing how are they doing all this? These are the things that we're looking at. And we're saying things are not changing there. Things are getting worse. For all the people they're hiring, things are getting worse. And if we don't, this is the same thing we talked about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And everybody had a problem with, why are you talking about video games? Why are you talking about EA Sports? Why are you talking about? Because we said at that time, if we don't stand up now, it's going to get worse.
Mm-hmm. Deets a little bit to your left.
As I've said, I've been on this crusade for 2 years. And
it's
gotten worse and worse and worse. And if we don't put a stick in it right now, it's going to crumble.
I hear this rant and I kept asking myself, are we talking about the WNBA or are we talking about WWE? Because I'm hearing the exact same story in both places.
Yep. This is the WNBA we're talking about.
No, I know
and
that was a joke.
I'll say it again. And you're right. It's happening in both places. I'll say it again. I have been a fan of this league for its existence, but Deeds brings up a wonderful point. In 30 years, they have not made a dime. Every single year, they have lost money, and they've been propped up by the NBA, their baby daddy. Yes, I'm going to say it aloud, and thank you, BGS, for that. Every year, their baby daddy has to infuse them with money. Every single year, including this one, even though they do have a new collective bargaining agreement and they do have a new television deal. What's pissing them off is that the Indiana Fever is getting all the coverage because every game is televised. Are they going to make money this year? Probably not. Probably not.
Will they get close? They'll get closer because guess what? The Indiana Fever has the one name that's drawing money to the league.
Yep.
Caitlin Clark.
And what the WNBA is scared of, Caitlin Clark is healthy. Caitlin Clark is ready. Okay? They don't like that fact. Period. They don't like it.
What the league should be even more scared of is what happens when, and we talked about this, Caitlin Clark. What happens when Caitlin Clark says, you know what? I don't need this.
Right.
I'm married to a McCaffrey. They have more money than anybody can ask for.
Yep.
I don't need this. I don't need this headache anymore. I can go do whatever it is. Caitlin Clark can do whatever she wants to put her mind to.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, that's what the
What
WNBA
happens
needs
when
to be
she
afraid
walks
of.
away? What happens when Sophie? See, the reason they're mad at Sophie is because Sophie has her own platform.
Mm-hmm.
Sophie can do whatever she wants because she knows, hey, if this doesn't work out, I can go do what I can go do. She has a YouTube channel that is absolutely booming right now.
And I love it.
She can go do that and she'll make money at that. She can go make money off the court that nobody else can make.
Mm-hmm.
What happens when they leave? And you see all those fans exodus from this league.
Yep.
The balloon is going, the bubble is going to pop at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And if the WNBA, if they don't fix what they're doing, they're going to be left holding the bag of, oh no, what do we do now?
Now, here's what they're going to do. They're going to find some random sucker in the NCAA, and they're going to try to prop her up like she was the next coming of Caitlin Clark. And either she's going to succeed, and then this whole cycle repeats itself, or she's going to fail, and the WNBA are going to look like fools more than they already are.
And I can tell you, Zero. Go ahead, Zero.
At the end of the day, the WNBA thinks that Caitlin Clark needs them when they need to realize it is the other way around.
Absolutely right. When they need her, period. They need her. And what makes it even worse, they don't realize it. I'm going to try to do the game tonight against the Portland Fire. And I can honestly say it was the Portland Fire game that pissed me off. I have never tried to sound like a homer. And Dietz rode shotgun with me for that game. And we talked about the highlights. There were so many ghost fouls called in that game. Matter of fact, after an 8-2 lead, Caitlin Clark was pulled. And Portland got back in the game and took the lead, and it was back and forth ever since. However, what I want to highlight is what Dietz highlighted for me. 3 ghost fouls called on Caitlin Clark. 3 within 10 minutes. What the hell is even that?
There was one foul where she literally put her hands in the air and the girl tripped over her own feet.
Yes.
And they called the foul on Caitlin, and Caitlin's just standing there with her hands in the air like, well, I had nothing to do with this.
So you're saying they dive harder than in FIFA. Got it.
Good one, Zero.
But to get back to the point of the WNBA, you look at what they're trying. Just watch the game tonight. Watch all the ads. Watch everything that goes on in the game. Everything that goes on as far as promoting the game.
Right.
None of it. I will tell you right now. None of it is pointed. Look, sports are. I understand. People are going to get mad at me for saying this. Sports fans are predominantly male.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a fact. It's just a fact. Are there female sports fans? Absolutely, there are.
I'm married to one.
The majority of fans are
male.
men.
Mm-hmm.
Watch
Are men.
the marketing. Watch what's on the court. All the stuff that they do before the game. All the stuff they do during the game. All the ads they run during the presentation. None of them are geared towards the male audience. None of them are geared toward gaining a male audience. And what happens? No, yeah, you're gonna get guys. You're gonna get guys like me who just want to watch a sport, that watch. But you're not gonna grab Joe Schmo at the bar who's gonna watch that game and then go watch the next game because they're watching it at the bar and they're like, "This ain't for me." They're not pushing this towards me, so I'm gonna walk.
Yeah,
I mean,
and they do walk. They do walk.
And it's not. This is not the WNBA is not the only ones that do this. They're not the only ones that have done this. Jen can point to this. Video games.
Yes.
Video games where they tried to say, "Hey, it's a 50-50 split." It's not.
I remember that.
I also
that.
want to use
Go ahead, Jen.
another media as an example. VTubing. As a VTuber myself.
Yep.
It is an undeniable fact that VTubers are predominantly female because the fan base is dominantly male.
Yep.
It's honestly why you have agencies like HoloLive absolutely thriving because one, females, they're all female in the HoloLive side. Two, it brings in a majority male audience. And three, even though there are downsides to it, like some of the behavioral issues and
let's not get into that.
You cannot deny that because of the strategy and the marketing that Cover does, they know how to target their audience. They know what brings them in. They know what's going to get them the money, the fans, the support, the engagement, everything.
The moment that you stop being for the fans in any sort of media and you're not appealing to the market that you need to be appealing to, that is the moment that you start to fail. When you start to care more about who is investing in you rather than the people who you actively need to show up. Because there is nothing more humiliating than watching a sports event of any kind and you look around that arena and there's empty seats everywhere because you failed to draw.
I can attest to this. For the past 2 years, I've been so inconsistent with streaming games because of my health. And I've explained that several times. This is one I didn't tell anybody in the crew, but I'm going to let it loose here. There was a fellow that I was dealing with back home. He has been a hater. Matter of fact, not just him, 3 separate people. They've been haters. They have not been fans of me, and all they want to do is see me fail. And it pisses them off every time I'm on the air. I have to admit something, and I'll admit it aloud. It got to me. It absolutely got to me. Period.
It gets to everybody.
It got to me so badly that in the middle of the 2023 NFL season, I had quit. I had absolutely quit. I took a couple weeks off, and my wife said, "Get back in there behind the microphone. You're better than this." I was crying. I was sad. I was upset. And my wife came to me, and I love her for this. My wife came to me and said, What the hell are you doing sitting around here? Get back in there. You got a Colts game to cover. You got a 49ers game to cover. I did 2 of them, but then I got very, very sick. And I was bedridden for a month. But I did get back in there. I did finish the season. I did every playoff game for the 49ers, including the Super Bowl. I will admit that the low numbers got to me, but recently, in coming back and doing baseball first, I rediscovered my love for doing play-by-play. Let me point out something that McCarthy said. Attendance has grown by 16% since 2024. You don't think that's the Caitlin Clark effect? Ryan McCarthy again. We don't cover the WNBA on our show, but we've been going after the league over their treatment of arguably the best player to enter the league. Period. And they don't want to admit that. And they also don't want to admit. And Dietz, I'm really hoping you bring back Fifth Down Sports so I can put it on my network. It's a fantastic show, and I want it back on my network. I know it'll be weekly. I'm working on the stations, and I got to send you, Dietz, a script to read for the stations. Okay, yeah. we got to work on that. Dawg, I know you've been wanting to bring a show to my network for years. I have until now, I have never been organized to get it done. You know what, Dawg? I'll make you a promise. By Halloween, it's done. All right? By Halloween, it's done. To the Empress, I know we haven't been in the arcade for a long time because you have been working and the shows that I produced lately have been crap. I'll say it myself, but we're here. We're here and we're improving. As I mentioned earlier in the show, we're going to full 3 hours beginning Labor Day, which means...
Can I ask when Labor Day is?
September 6th on a Monday.
I see. Because can I just say this right now?
Go ahead.
7th.
Number 1, give me this camera.
Camera's yours.
All right. While we're on the subject of that, I think it's time I make a big announcement.
Go with it.
My next full appearance here will be on the 31st of August.
Nice.
I also would like to say that from the 22nd of September right until the end of that month, I will be off work to take care of the cats at home.
Nice.
While my parents are on holiday.
Mm-hmm.
So,
she's
not
back.
only will I be on the show during that time, but you'll also be seeing a double stream of the show, not just here, but also over on my Twitch during one of my biggest marathon streams yet.
And Jen, I got to say thank you for always dual streaming this show on your Twitch. I truly appreciate it.
I always do whenever I can.
So, folks, I can't tell you how much I appreciate this crew. And I got to send love to Victor, who's in the office this week. He'll be back on Monday. To Alison Moran, who is currently taking care of her mother, who's in the hospital. And Alison, we're praying for you and for your mom. And to Cole Johnson, the mad scientist himself, who I had a chance to talk to recently. When I gave him the chair after I went under for surgery in 2022, magic happened. Because we also discovered Wise El Jefe, aka Will Otero. Those two connected on a level that was so amazing. I thought I would be only a week in recovery. Turned out I was in recovery for 2 months. Getting my strength back, which I'm still doing. Getting my legs back under me, which I finally have. I finally, after 2.5 years, got my legs back under me. Because for a long while, and the crew knows this, I had to sit in a wheelchair because I had 2 toes amputated and I wasn't allowed to put any weight on that foot. Since then, I've had 2 more toes amputated. And in an unfortunate thing, but it had to be done because of the Jennings County Health Department, we also had to put down Lucy. Everybody who has watched the show knows how much Lucy means to me. I have days, and Jody has seen it, and you guys have seen it, where all of a sudden I just cry. Why? Because I miss Lucy. Lucy was our mascot. Lucy was our mascot because I miss her running in and jumping in my lap while I'm on the show. We also had Colt here, the big mastiff who was a baby at the time, but had to give him up. So we've been taking this show, this network, everybody involved, Deeds, the Empress, Dogfather, McCarthy, everybody. We've been taking hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. But guess what? We're still ticking. Give me this camera. We're still ticking. We're still here. Which brings me to this dual question. Does it frighten you that you still see me? Or does it piss you off that we're still here kicking ass? My answer is option C, both. I no longer can pay attention to these haters. I try not to. I will admit this aloud. I try. Oh, God, have mercy. I try not to.
We're not bringing this up again, Damien.
No, Damien, leave that alone. Leave that alone. I will admit this aloud. I have
and
to.
Also, can I just answer that with Damien really quick?
Mhm.
Oh, hang on, actually, 1 minute.
Okay, let me say this.
No, I'm not going to, because if I do, I'm going to go off.
Damien, do us a favor and shut the hell up about it. FIFA World Cup is over. Argentina did screw around. England got screwed. End of story. Let's move on. Boss,
Yeah, please, let's move on. I'm going to say this aloud. I have tried my best. I really have not to pay attention to the people that hate me, that hate my crew, or hate the show. Because there are people that do. There are people that make fun of this show. There are people that do not respect the show. We have people that have been here that have gone away and slowly are coming back to here. Do y'all know what it takes to put this show on a daily basis? And we're expanding to 3 hours. It takes a lot of work. A lot of work. When Cole Johnson stepped away to start his own thing, and I can't wait to see that again, which is the morning shift that precedes this show. I try not to look at the numbers. I do. Everybody wants analytics now. Everybody wants to see how many people tune into my show before they even think of sponsoring my show. Analytics.
Y'all don't know what the hell we go through when we put this damn thing on day in and day out. You don't.
You know how many times Dawg has called me in the morning when I've overslept and I race in here and race the clock and get the show on time? You know how many times Dawg has called me when I've been sick as hell. Okay? There was a time Dawg called me when both Jody and I were sick as hell. He heard my voice and made the decision right there. He's done it for the 2.5 years he's been on this program.
As EP.
As executive producer. The EP makes I'll get to Dawg in a minute. The EP makes the decision of whether we go on or whether I schedule a replay. But I will guarantee you this going forward. Beginning Monday, if we're not on, you'll see a replay. And to the folks at WQVZ and every other station, WHDR, WJKS, every other station that wants to pick us up, you will hear a show every day beginning Monday, period. We're working on an expansion to 3 hours. It's hard work. Deeds, Dawg, myself, Victor, every member of the crew, including the Empress, decide what we talk about on the air the following day. And I'm getting to a point. Go ahead, Dawg.
I was gonna say, yeah, you guys don't realize I juggle 2 blanking group chats. Okay, I've got the one on Discord and I've got the one on Facebook. Okay, I'm mashing everything together info-wise to make sure we put this damn thing on.
And I'll say it again. I try not to look at the numbers, but sometimes I can't help it. I'm going to do my best to help it and not pay attention to the numbers and just pay attention to the program. Period.
Just a outsider's perspective here. Ultimately, the numbers don't by the time the numbers matter, you have enough numbers to where you don't care about it. Or they're so low that it's like you just take what you got. Either way, numbers are an absolute BS metric. I've said this for years and will continue to say it.
Say it, please.
Numbers are a BS metric. You got it again. Now, as for the haters and the fans, you can only dedicate so much energy to the people that watch your show, to the people that do tune into what you're doing. You can only dedicate so much energy to it. Dedicate the energy to those who are supporting you. And if a hater shows up with a valid criticism, that's one thing. But if a hater shows up just to be a hater, don't donate any energy to them. Get rid of them. And ultimately, at the end of the day, by showing authenticity, by showing what you can do, the right people will come.
And showing up. And showing up.
This is something that I always fully believe in.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on what you can control. There are things that in any sort of media.
Would you say that again? Would you say that again, please? Because I need to hear it. I need to hear it again.
Focus on what you can control. There are so many things out in media when you are a caster of any kind, when you are in content creation of any kind, there are so many factors that are out of your control, and everybody loves to freak out about those. The best thing you can do, focus on the things that you can control and worry about that, because when you focus on those things, everything else will find its way into place. This is a quote. Here's a quote that I have learned. I have from the game of Mass Effect.
Sorry about that.
The quote from Mass Effect is this: "You can't control how people are going to act, but you can control how you respond." Focus on what you can control. That is advice for everybody in content here.
Okay.
I'll piggyback off that.
There is something.
With something I went to when I was in Orlando. I went to a content creator panel, and I asked them a question about haters and how it goes. And the creator said to me, all the panelists, there were 5 panelists, they all said, and I think Drinker put this the best. He said, first they mock you, then they hate you, then we win. And that's how it goes in content creation. They're going to mock you. They're going to, then when they realize, oh, mocking them hasn't worked, let's just hate on them. Then you get the haters. Then you get through that. Then you're golden.
Jen, go ahead. It's all you.
All right. I just wanted to reply to something that Damien said about me earlier. Okay. Damien?
Floor's yours.
I'm going to say this. Upfront, honest, blunt. I don't consider myself a journalist. I do not consider myself of anything like that. Yes, I am a regular on this show, but that doesn't make me a journalist. I am simply just a woman who's here to support my friends, to have fun, and to just, I guess, sit here and look pretty. I'm not a journalist, though.
I'm no journalist. I'm just yapping. Whether you take me seriously or not, that's up to you.
Whether these guys call themselves a journalist or not, that's up to them. But
Hey,
I certainly don't consider myself a journalist.
Hey, I'm credentialed in NASCAR
And-
media. I am one.
And honestly, when you were saying that about England versus Argentina, it was the fact that you were calling it fair. You were letting your bias show. I
No,
was simply trying to tell you the straight up facts
Yeah.
that it was not a fair game.
As a witness,
And also you did not even watch the first half of the match. So honestly, you have no right to talk about a fair game.
Hold on.
All right.
I know
Couple more points. Listen, couple
Hang
more
on,
points.
let Zero speak
I've
because
got
he
one
was a witness
last
to
thing
it.
say. I got one last thing to say regarding that. As a neutral party who witnessed that whole thing, ultimately, here's what happened. You're both biased, but one of you was trying to rage bait the other, and we all know who the rage baiter was. Okay,
Mhm.
that's the problem.
Now-
every time that person talks, y'all know who
Now,
I'm talking about.
Now,
Go ahead, Dawg.
If I can get in on this one, and boss, this is something that you and I have been talking about for a while
Take
with
it.
these damn numbers.
Take it.
I'm gonna put $5 in the swear jar because what I'm about to say is legit.
Go for
I
it.
don't give 2/5 of a half of a grade A homogenized steaming pile of monkey shit about numbers. I never have, whether it's my personal Twitch or numbers here. I put on the best show possible for those who show up. I put on the best show possible for those who actually work on this show as well.
Mhm.
Whether it's doing it for Twitch for myself, whether it's doing it on Twitch for Jen, whether it's doing it on here for you guys. My goal is simple. I bring my A game here. I don't care how many people watch, whether it's 1 or 100,000. I bring my A game every single solitary time. And that's what I expect from everybody, no matter how many people are watching. And if people don't like it, they know how to flip to a different channel. They know how to flip to something different. We don't care about the haters up in this mouth. We do this for the true people. We do this for those who show up. We do this for our friends. We do this for everybody else who actually gives a shit about this show.
And to the people, I'll say my message. The people who don't like it, fuck you. We're still doing this. And McCoffey, the moment I stopped caring about numbers is the day that set me free. You know what? For me, that day is today. I got all my frustrations out. I know the haters are still going to come after me, but give me this camera. I'm going to put about $100 into the swear jar with my next couple statements.
Oh, here we go,
We
folks.
got time. We got time. We got time.
I'm going to say this aloud, and the crew is going to hear me and hold me to these words.
You're damn straight.
I no longer give 2/5 of a half of a flying fuck about the numbers. Period. I said it. The crew said it. Mark the time down, 12:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, where Brian Snow, a.k.a. the Snowman, says he no longer gives a fuck about the numbers. It's about what the fans are looking for. They've been on me, and I thank the crew for this, and I can let this out now. They've been on me about consistency. When the regular folks started covering the WNBA, I stepped away because it pissed me off, and I couldn't call the game fairly. I'm going to take a shot at it tonight when the Indiana Fever face the Portland Fire, as I said earlier in the show. Okay? The numbers can kiss my fat ass. I'll say it again, and the crew is here looking at me and supporting me. And McCarthy, I hope you continue to support as well. The numbers and the analytics can kiss the back of my fat ass. I don't care anymore. You understand me? I don't care. If you don't like it, fuck you, and fuck a whole lot of you. Period. What we do here at Snowman in the Morning, minus the cuss words, is bring you the best morning sports talk around the world. We are internationally.
Cue the Daft Punk song.
We are international. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was going to say minus the cuss words 90% of the time.
Right. right? And I'm no longer, and Zero, I want you, Deets, the Empress, the Dog, Cole Johnson, Bicola, please hold me to this. Fuck the numbers. Fuck them. Fuck the analytics. Fuck them. Kiss my, as far as the analytics go, I borrow from the late, I borrow from the late great Della Reese. Kiss my entire ass. And Dominic, I got a question for you. Is Chicago State football being televised? If so, where is it televised? Because I want to do an alternative play-by-play call for it, and I want to call their games. God damn it!
Oh,
Dominic gave me 1,000 joules. Wow! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow!
Hey. Whoop, whoop. And if you aren't down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Suck it. Dominic, I need to get a hold of you because I want to know if Chicago State football is being televised and where. Because I will change my plan to cover their football games, and I think they're playing at Gately Stadium this year. Okay? Let me know if they're being televised. If not, I'll do an alternative play-by-play call for them, no matter how bad or how good they are. It's a brand new FCS independent. Dominic, listen carefully, and I'm going to put this in the chat. Please, I beg of you, I absolutely beg of you, email me. Let me do. Hold on, folks.
While the boss man handles
You mean he's
that,
going to cover a Chicago team with more relevance than the White Sox? I had to.
I know. Me and Zero get into it. Listen, you know how much fun Zero and I have zapping each other's teams?
At least he's not.
Let me tell you guys.
Let me
Whenever
explain it.
Zero and I are doing Danganronpa together, sometimes Snowman will show up just to hear us voice acting it, and
Yep.
these two will go off about American football.
Explain why.
Every time. You know what, Zero? Let me say this. I love you dearly, brother. I do.
Thank you.
I love you. I love you dearly.
Because I have been a lifelong fan of the actual relevant and better Chicago team. Go, go.
Zero. Salute to you and salute to your brotherhood and your friendship. I love you, brother, very, very much. And I want you to stick around with the crew. This is for you.
Do it.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. Zero, I know you're gonna understand this, and I either I apologize in advance or I'm gonna make you smile in advance. But right now, what I'm hearing that you and Snowman have, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is like a Mondo Taka brotherhood right here.
The damn thing is, I know what the hell he's talking about because I just went through that.
Minus the killing.
I'm not
Minus
going
the
that
killing.
far. I'm not going that far.
Minus the killing.
Minus the killing.
I know what he's talking about because I just went through that chapter on my own screen.
No.
Let me do this.
Okay,
Let
me say this. Minus the killing, minus the sauna endurance challenge.
Right.
Oops, sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
My bad. That one slipped. My bad.
At this point,
It's all right.
Zero.
It's all right.
Honestly, I think your cuss word may have just made up the $100 that Snowman said, so you're all good.
Boss, let's get out of here before we end up
Get out before we get kicked out.
Get out before we get canceled.
Let me do this. Let me do this before we get out of here. This fellow here got me kicked out of Starbucks several times when I begged him, don't get me kicked out of Starbucks, which I didn't. But when he joined the show in 2018, I cannot tell you how much I love this man. I cannot tell you how much I consider this man a brother. I cannot tell you how many times he has messaged me with facts about what's going on in sports and has basically played co-producer. And I am proud of you for that. I thank you for that. You and Dawg for taking it off of my shoulders. I appreciate you. I can't wait next week to start talking college football and NFL football. We're going to crank up our coverage and we're going to start practicing our 3-hour time clock. Okay? Depending on what happens in the next couple of days It's either going to be I'll discuss that later. Deets, go ahead.
Let me just say this before we get out of here. Whether you agree, it's not about whether you agree or disagree, love or hate us. That's not what it's about. You can disagree with us all you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's about how you say it.
Yes, it is.
If you voice an opinion that's different than ours, that's fine.
That's wonderful, actually. That's wonderful.
If you present the other side of the argument, that is fine. That is acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
If you post it 300 times in a row, yeah, you're gonna get kicked out.
Yep.
If you use those choice words that we say, hey, don't use that language, and then you do it again, that's
we're kicking you out.
That's life. That's how life works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're not gonna kick you out because you have a different opinion than we do.
No.
What we're going to kick you out for is if you to just keep spamming your opinion and not listening. Because we will listen to you and we will entertain your side.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what the phrase "tell me why you're wrong" is about. It is about, you're not going to change my mind. But you have a different opinion. It might come from a different view that I didn't grow up with, that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
And I can learn something from you that, oh, well, that's why they think this way. I still think my way, but I can see why they think that way.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. It's not about, hey, we want everybody to agree and we want everybody to think the same thing, because that's boring.
Yeah.
So to people like Damien, we love having you in the chat. We love having you mix it up with us.
We do.
You just got, when we say reel it in, you got to reel it in.
You got to learn when you're pushing your boundary a little bit. That's
That's
the thing. That's the only thing you need to know. When and when any streamer, go to any streamer, Asmongold. Go to Asmongold, the king of streaming.
Yeah.
If you say something in his chat that he doesn't like, and he says, "Hey, don't say that again," and you say it again, he's gonna ban your ass.
Exactly.
Now,
it works no differently. It works no differently.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let me say this, Damien, before we go to the dog and we get out of here. Damien, we love you. We love having you here. We love having you, and I mean this kiddingly, being a troll and mixing it up with us. I will just say, please calm the language down. If we're not talking about something and we say it on the show, we're not going to talk about it. We love seeing your opinions. And we also love ripping them to shreds. And I'm joking as I say that, but we love having you here, my man. We do. We love having you here. Just calm the language down. If you hear us say we're not going to talk about that today, please don't talk about it. Because if you do and break that rule, that's your only strike. That's your only strike. And that rule is in effect beginning right now. Okay? That rule is in effect beginning right now. We love the people that we have in the chat with us every single show. We do. We love you. We love you. And we don't want anything different. That's why this show is growing, because we interact with the fan. I want this show to be on the level of the Rod Peterson show. Rod is a very, very dear friend. Very dear friend. He, Moose, Darren DuPont, producer Corey have given me a blueprint, and I want to follow it. The old school radio shows that I listened to gave me a blueprint, and I'm going to follow it. I'm going to follow it. Okay? I'm going to follow it. Beginning Monday, we start building up to 3 hours, and we start building up to season 13. But to everybody that has appeared in the chat, we love you dearly. Okay? We love you. From here on out, we're going to have the stations with us. We'll let you know if and when we go uncensored, because those will not be on the stations. Nope. Just keep up with us, please. And I'm going to put a lot of time into watchsmsn.com. That's our sports arm station for Snowman Multimedia. I'm going to put a lot of time into it today after I go nail down this final CDL test and kick it in the ass. Yep. Just be respectful, please.
Get out of the way.
No.
Just be respectful to what we do and what we're trying to accomplish. Period. That's the only big rule we want you to follow. Yeah. Have your opinions. Have fun with your opinions. Tell us why you're wrong. Deets, that's for you. And just have fun with us. Damien, brother, give me this camera. Damien, brother, we always have fun with you being here and the jokes that you make. We love you dearly. Just reel it in with the language. And if you pay attention and we say we're not going to talk about this subject, then please leave it alone until we bring it up. That's all we ask. Yeah. That's all.
Now
we're not going to kick you out. We're not going to ban you. I'm just going to beg you to be respectful. Have fun with your opinions. Hell, that's why we love having you here.
Yeah.
That's why at times when you say some wild, crazy stuff, you hear this.
Use a troll.
Troll.
Use a troll.
Troll.
Use a troll. I said that use a troll.
Troll. Hey, LeBron, shut up.
We love all the fans that come in here. We love everyone that watches the show. And I absolutely love everyone that has supported Snowman in the Morning for the past 12 years. I can't believe it. I swear to God, I can't believe I've been doing this show for 12 years with all the starts and stops and pre-taping and equipment problems and everything that has happened.
Yes, Walmart. I know you're downstairs. I'll be there in a minute. Oh, I got a Walmart order that just showed up.
I love you guys dearly. I can't say it enough. And there's one other go ahead.
I was going to say, not only do we love being here, but we love doing this with the fans. We didn't plan on doing this show today originally.
No,
this thing we had today planned to be off right up until about, 9 o'clock this morning.
And I think that was pretty much because I told them, hey, I gotta work early. So if you're going live today, I can make it appear.
That was the reason.
Actually, it wasn't pretty much. It was the damn reason. The hell you
it was the reason. Yep.
Literally, you sent that message as I'm sitting in the laundry mat.
You're welcome, everyone.
You sent that message as I was sitting in the laundromat down the road from me getting my laundry done this morning. And I called the boss man up. I'm like, yo, you fucking mook.
Yes.
Let's do a potluck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you fucking movie, you're on. And next thing you know, here we are. 2.5 hours later.
Mm-hmm. Let me bring this lady in. Right here. This lovely young lady has, even though she's not a sports journalist, she's a sports fan in a couple of things. What she brings to the show, we basically can't do without. And I mean, Jen, every word of that. That's why I adopted you as my daughter from across the pond. And I'm getting ready and I'm getting ready to cry, but I got to say this. When you do talk sports, what you do, my dear, is absolutely fantastic. And I know you're working to get better. I know that. I absolutely know that.
I am still working to learn as much as I can from you.
We will be here. We will be here.
I'll just say this: when we were going on that rant about the numbers and the haters earlier, take all of that to heart because that's the best advice we can give you.
I don't care about the numbers anymore. beginning today. I don't care.
I mean,
I care about strapping on this headset, coming in here at 10 a.m. every day, making sure the link is done the night before to be organized, and just putting on the best show every day we can. We are on 5 days a week at 10 a.m. We interact with the fans no matter where they sign in from, be it via the vertical stream, be it via Twitch or Rumble or whatever. Okay?
Even if you're in Norway.
Even if you're in Norway, absolutely.
I mean,
we love y'all. We love y'all dearly.
We're international. There's a reason for it. It's because of the fan base we have. Whether it's, you know, sick coming up with these ridiculous ads that end up turning into graphics, or, you know, I open up the damn arcade and Jen decides to kick me in the head and say, "Get out of the way, I got something for you." Or whatever it is. You know, it's what we do. And, you know, I said it earlier on Twitter, and I'll say it here when it comes to the Empress. We're going to be forever tied at the hip with all this stuff because, you know, whatever's going on, when it comes down to you and I personally, Jen, we're basically forever tied at the hip with a lot of stuff. So,
like it or not, you're my big bro now.
Yeah.
Hey, you're my little sis. You're fucking stuck with me. How do you think I feel?
And all of y'all are stuck with my crazy ass.
And I hope I see the two of you opening my marathon stream in September. You realize that?
Oh, we know.
That's the bottom line because Snowman said so. Now give me a hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
I stepped away. What day is that starting?
Yeah, Dawn. I'm doing a marathon stream in late September.
What date?
You're welcome for the new catchphrase,
What
Snowman.
date?
22nd.
Okay.
5 days before my birthday, I can do that.
Yeah.
And we're going all the way through to the end of the month.
Oh, so you're gonna be doing that on my birthday? Okay. Good to
Yep.
know.
Oh no.
Hey, Papa, I was trying to say how you
Let me
doing.
double check what day your birthday is actually.
27.
It's on a
27.
Sunday. I already
It's on a
looked.
Sunday. Okay, hear me out. I know it's on a Sunday, but Sunday special roast?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Why not?
Uncensored.
And that's also a Patriots game Sunday too.
Who do the Patriots play?
Week 4, I'd have to look, but I think it's an away game. I'd have to look.
Okay.
I don't have my phone. It's actually charging right now.
We're gonna have fun. We're
I can
gonna have
tell you
fun
what day
all
it's
year long.
not. It's not the Ides of March. I'll tell you that.
Get us out of here, boss, please.
Thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you. We love you. And beginning Labor Day, we go 3 hours, especially with all of the football that we are going to chat about.
They're going to need to go 3 hours just so they can include me in the picks after work.
Oh, we have to. We got to include Jen for the picks.
She kicked our ass last year. We need redemption, damn it.
And there might be another person joining in for the picks. Who is that, you ask? I'm married to her. So Dr. K may tie with Jen again.
Will we be expecting an on-screen appearance from Dr. K herself?
We will see. Schedule dependent. We will see. Let's get out of here.
I'll bring the spices.
My brain is
on that note.
That's gonna make it to Jen's community. I guarantee you.
What, bring the spices?
Spices, in the immortal words of my beautiful wife Jody, spices, thank you. My brain went bleh. Have a great weekend.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, I know. Have a great weekend. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move, and always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We hope y'all are too. Thanks, everybody. We love you, and so long, everybody. We love you. We'll see you Monday. Song, everybody.
Follow Jen on